first down. Watson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Come on, let's go. Let's round. Let's round. Ohio. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
This one away by the punter, Dar. Here's Austin. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, and it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play, because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And the Patriots are out to an early lead there over the Jets. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage. Near the 40 at the 39. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. They run it with Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They run again with Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
On second down, here's Watson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
To throw is Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here's Watson now on second down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal here from the 9. Again, it's Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
Green 39.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Detroit on now.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Strong right.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green. All right, now, look at 56.
They're going to look to throw. He finds his man. It's Austin. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, Leopard. Watch it now, Barney. Set. Detroit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And the Patriots are out to an early lead there over the Jets. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. And
it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A big play there. 48 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Shepard. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. He'll look to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Single. Now let's go. Blue, back Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to sack him for a loss of 6. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So, all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second down following the run.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard. Line. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Here we go now. Green.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw. Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Looking to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Now let's go. 3, 9, 10.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. The offense on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw on second is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Here we go.
Williams, a man in motion right. Watson, off play action. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Safarian Jenkins has it, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Fresh set of downs here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Now let's go. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Outside coming. Boom. That's how we do it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hurry up, here we go. Green. 3 down. Back 99 Philly, here we go. He's coming. Double up. Watch him now, Barney. Hold on.
The play clock's running down.
Get wide.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Yeah, the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Watch him now, Barney. Now let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
What's left? Hurry up, here we go. Let's go. Boom, Leopard. Watch him now, Barney. Check 13.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And a give this time to the tailback. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will extend their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. And that big fourth-quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for two? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here.
Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And just like that, it's third down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Here I come. Set. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Now they'll run it on the toss. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it.
The Texans on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 8.
Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! 319!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. The Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. A win would be their first of the young season. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Come on, let's go!
In motion left comes Williams.
Flex round! Flex round!
He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Here we go! Here we go!
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And partner, this first...